Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of FTB Skies Let's Play. Today I'm gonna finish, well not finish, I'm gonna get as far into Botania as I can / need. And then I'm gonna start working towards some more automation stuff, which is why I need mana, because I need mana steel, because that's something that's kind of holding me back from being able to like do a bit more with the sifters and all that kind of stuff. So I did look into Botania at the end of last episode. If I can spell today. I did look into Botania and figure out how it works. So I need a mana generating flower. I knew that, but I didn't know what flowers allowed for mana gen, and I thought that the exoflame that I was given would work. I don't know where I put that. I had a flower called an exoflame. I have been rearranging my chests and everything, so hopefully I didn't accidentally... Oh, here it is. Okay. So I had the floating exoflame and I have a floating pure daisy. But it turns out that I need an endoflame. That's what I was confused on. So I need a few endoflames to get me going, in which I need a few seeds. So I knew I needed a mana producing flower. I just didn't know what flowers produced mana. But of course, if I were to have looked here, I would have seen a picture of the endoflame and it just telling me any mana generating flower will get me my next goal. So let me grab my sleeping bag really quick so I can make it daytime. I moved all of my storage containers, all of my what do you call this? Do I not? I still have inventory issues. I have done everything I can, but I still have inventory issues. Eventually, we're gonna start getting into storage, like electronically. I forget what the mod is called, but like digital storage. So we will get there eventually. Where is my sleeping bag? Right there. The same chest I looked in a million times. There were a few tiny quests that I achieved while off camera. I went ahead, see, digital storage. Which, in order to get that, I need the mana steel mesh. So, I got crushed netherrack, and I did get whatever this is called, like all of this stuff. So it was something small. I had some extra netherrack that I had been generating over here, and I also waited and let all of my stuff fill up. So I haven't put any storage upgrades in here yet. So I've only got like 2,000-ish of each of these blocks. I'm slowly working on getting andesite up, and then we're also going to work on cobble gen, getting us all the way from cobble to gravel to sand to dust. I don't have any dust in here yet, mainly because I didn't have any dust in my inventory while I was doing all of that. So all of this is just feeding directly into a pedestal that is now sitting on top of my storage controller and all of that fun stuff. So I've just been letting it fill up, and then as it fills up, I'll break the pedestal. I am going to keep cobblestone around because the next thing that we're going to do is also auto hammers. I knew that the millstone would do the crushing for me like this. But I didn't think about the fact that auto hammers also exist. I'm going to save some of this crushed netherrack because there might be some other stuff that I can use it for later. To get like cinder flower, and then I also need the mana steel mesh to start getting like force gems, inert crystals. There's more stuff that I can get once I upgrade to mana steel and amethyst. So, and then also I can just convert it into like the cinder flowers and all that kind of stuff. So the big thing right now is making my Endoflame. So that is going to take 2 brown petals, a red, and a gray, which is why I have all of those in my inventory, and I'm just going to make as many as I can with this. And I'm just going to fill up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots. So I'm at least going to make 6. I may not make all of them that I can, but I am at least going to make 6. So I think if I just stand here and I can just go 1, 1, 1, 2, boom. That gets me that. And I think if I right click with an empty hand, it'll do the last. Yeah, so that's 1, 2. I gotta find out a way to automatically fill that. So that's 3. I know there are ways. 4. 5, 6. So then I drop those here. 5, 6. I need to go grab my Botania tool, my wand of the forest, and I need to grab some kind of fuel source. So I'm going to come down here, and I am out of coal, of course. Because I haven't been sifting up gravel. Which is why I've got gravel going right here, so I can then sift it and get that. So I know charcoal will work. So I'm just going to drop some charcoal for now. Because I just really need enough. Okay, I'm also going to throw these sticks in here. Will that burn? Do you need to be linked? 5, 6. Cool. Now will you burn? Burn, baby, burn. All right. So, okay, so that starts going. That starts filling up my mana pool. And we are off and running. Fantastic. I need to eat. I've been slowly going through this and just looking at the meals that I haven't eaten yet. So I have not eaten a mushroom rice. And then that also gets like some achievements and stuff. So what do I get from here? I get a floating white flower and overgrown seeds. So mana is made using special mana generating flowers. The first and easiest is the Endoflame. See, had I read that, I would have known. Which uses furnace fuel. Each makes mana using different methods. See the Lexica Botania for details on each. So cool, that got me that. I don't know why this is saying that I haven't completed this. Like, do I have to make a specific one? But it says it has to be in bind mode, which it is. So bind mode, function mode. So I don't know if there's something else that I have to do to unlock this quest to get my Mana Seer monocle. So I don't know. Like, I don't think I have to make it with specific flowers because I made it with red because it's kind of accepted it on any other one. So I need to get more gravel, which is going to get me more coal, or I could just do some charcoal while we wait. But I know that doing I've also been getting dripstone now. I've got that whole chamber full of lava, so it's generating a little bit of lava down here, and I've just been filling it up every so often. I've only got 3 buckets right now. I've used a little bit of it, but it is what it is. So I need next progression is the Runic Altar, which is a mana diamond and living rock, or a mana pearl, but I don't have any Eyes of Ender yet, which I think is how you make a mana pearl, so let me grab one of those, and I know I need one of these. I don't know how much mana it takes, but you're already full. Cool. And is that enough? Not enough. Okay. Well, we at least have 1 mana steel, which is going to get us our mesh. So I just need some sticks. And I need to surround the Mana Steel with sticks. That gets us our first Mana Steel mesh. Perfect. So now that gets us a Sourceberry Pie and a Black Lotus. It emits strong magical vibes. This is also Botania. So there's a book about it. There's a Botania book, which I have right here, that has a chapter about the Black Lotus. Black Lotus. An elusive flower by the same name of Black Lotus exists. However, it is not known to grow or reproduce. There are no known sources of the Black Lotus at this time, other than, I guess, completing a quest. It is known, however, that each bloom contains a good deal of concentrated mana that can be released by dissolving it inside a non-empty mana pool. Just throwing it in will do. Okay, so is there anything else I can do with this? So that's how you make it. What can it be used for? I don't think there are any uses. Literally just throwing it in a mana pool will get me a lot of mana. So how much did that get me? Not a lot, but enough. Cool. Alright. So Sourceberry, I know, is Ars Nouveau, so I'm not... Ooh, almost ate it. Not going to worry about that right now, because I don't need to really worry about Ars Nouveau. So I'm going to take this mesh off, put the mana on, and then that's going to get me a lot more stuff. So I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. I was thinking it, but I don't know if I mentioned it. We're going to start setting up auto hammers, and I do need to start getting into thermal expansion to start getting some better power gen going, so I can actually smelt these resources, because I was burning through a lot of coal and a lot of charcoal in between episodes, which is one reason why I am currently out for my mana. So let me put away what I can over here, if I can. It took some of the cobble away. Alright, so our next big thing is waterlogged. That comes from sand in a waterlogged mana steel. So I am going to just go ahead down here. We'll grab about 16 of those. I'm working on sand. Oh, actually, I do have some sand over there, so I'm going to put this back. And I think I should have just a pillar with sand on it that'll get me, like, a whole stack. Yeah. So a whole stack of sand, and then that's just going to regenerate itself. So let me take the steel off of this. Put the mana steel back there, and then we're just going to sift a whole bunch of sand on a mana steel mesh. That's going to get us prismarine, hopefully, if I'm doing this correctly. So we'll let that sift up. And then... So the next after that would be force, which comes from crushed netherrack. So I do need to grab some of that. So I do just need to get more mana steel. That's the big thing right now, is just generating five more, because that's how many, no, 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana steel mesh. So let me come over here, and I'm going to, do I have enough for 4? I do. Fantastic. So do I need sticks? I have sticks in my inventory. So that's going to get us 2 more mana steel mesh. So I need just a few more logs or planks. We'll just go ahead and do that. I also went ahead and put a crafting table down here so I don't have to just keep walking up and down stairs. Alright, so that gets us 4 more mana steel mesh. So I can take these out. And we can replace that. So perfect. So we are on our way. Why are those not stacking? I don't know. So, but I don't think there's anything that andesite mesh can do that that mana steel can't. So I can just throw these away. If I'm not meant to throw those away, I'm literally working on infinite andesite right now. So no big deal. So how is my cobble coming? Almost. So while that's going, I'm gonna work on making these auto hammers to make it a little bit faster. So for that, I need gold, iron, redstone, a hammer, and glass. So I want to make one of them because I'm going to get 3 back. So 1, 2. 1, 2. How much gold was it? So I need 2. So I need 2 of that. 2 iron, 2 redstone, and a hammer, which I have one. Hopefully it'll let me use one that's not full. I also need to smelt this glass up real quick, and I put my furnaces away right here. So I'm just going to pop down a furnace really quick, and I'm just going to burn. Do I have more sticks in here? No, I'm just... Nope. Don't yell at me. So it's like 1.5 per stick, so 2, like a stack. I don't know what I'm saying. So 2 shouldn't take more than 4 sticks. We'll let that smelt. So 1, and should have 2 coming up soon. 1, 2. That should get me an auto hammer. Hopefully, like I said, if it'll let me use a damaged hammer, it will. Perfect. Auto hammer, quest complete. That gets me speed augments, 2 more auto hammers, and an item transporter. Don't know what that item transporter does. Maybe this will tell me. By distributing your cobble into multiple lines of auto hammers, you can completely automate each of the siftable blocks. So I think that might be like I have to put it between the 2. Oh, this is like a wireless transporter. I think I can put this like here and here, and then like I click on that, and if I like link them together, yeah, I think that's how it works. Cool, so we may not need those at the moment, but we do want to go ahead and get our auto hammers set up, and I'm going to do that down here. Probably along this line. So 1, 2, 3. So if I put cobblestone into this, how do put, maybe that's what the item filter needs to be. So it is working. Does it have to be like funneled in or piped in? Can it be pedestaled in? Because if I can do that, then I can just say you're only allowed to accept cobblestone. And then I can just suck cobblestone. Actually, I can just suck cobblestone straight from here. So if I do this, I need an import-export tool, upgrade. So you I don't remember which is which. So to put in something, it has to be an export upgrade. So if I put my export upgrade on you, and then I do it the right way, on you, and then I turn off your range. All right, so Cinder Pedestal, no. Oh, because I've got it backwards. All right, receiver locked, which will make this the Cinder. So assuming that works, it should be putting those in. Yes. But how do I get you in to the auto hammer? Does it have to be funneled in? Does it have to be on the blue side? If it does, that's fine. I know wrenches exist. Or maybe it's called a crescent hammer. So I need iron gear. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 iron. That's doable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I was about to say, if that made shears, I would be very upset. Okay. So I think I can turn you around like that. There we go. So the input is the blue side. So now it's auto inputting, and now it's... And now that's doing gravel into sand, and then this will do sand into dust. Perfect. Fantastic. So now I just need a way to export all of those. Once it kind of gets backstuffed a little bit, I'll pull out as much as I need from each. So eventually it's just going to backlog and just get full of itself. I can't talk today. It's early in the day. Granted, I do record all of these early in the day, but it is what it is. So that gets that going. So eventually that's just going to fill up with... I'll have cobblestone, which doesn't matter because you can't sift it. So eventually this is going to get full of gravel, this is going to get full of sand, this is going to get full of dust, and then I can just pipe that out into my sifters up here, and we can get sifting for material. So that means the millstone here is not needed, but not needed. So what does this get me in a mana steel mesh? Probably all the same things. So mana steel mesh. Alright, so that's an andesite mesh. So that gets me all of this stuff. Is there anything in the mana steel that I can't get? I think it just increases the chances of getting stuff. But at some point I need to start getting amethyst. Crystals, and I think that can be sifted, or that's a quest reward. Okay, crafting a mana steel mesh will make you more noticeable to the magic users of the world. If you are lucky, a fairy might spawn and convert a nearby diamond block into budding amethyst. Okay, so given time or temporal portal pouch, amethyst clusters will grow. Okay, so cool. That answers that question. So I need to take a block of diamond and my gosh. Okay, so a block of diamond. Will it just randomly happen? Like, can I just put it in the middle of my area right here and just do that? And eventually that might turn into budding amethyst? Who knows? We'll see on that one. So I'm just going to leave that sitting there. So I am putting some gravel in here. Let me check this down here. How are you doing? All right, so we have a huge buffer of dust right now, which is good. I don't know the exact limit on this, so that's 3.25 stacks of dust right now. So I don't know how long it's going to take that to fill up, because I don't know how long it takes. So speed decreases the number of ticks between transfers. So I'm going to put some speed upgrades on you. But I think I also need to put some on the ones up here. Do I have any more speed upgrades? I don't. So I know capacity does stuff as well. So I need to get my speed tool. Speed augment. I keep passing it. Okay, speed augment tool. Can I get the information off of you? Current speed transfer is 40, so hopefully that's putting a bit more in here, but that's not going to increase the speed of this. Is there a way to increase the speed of the auto hammer other than just making another like higher tier auto hammer? Who knows? All right, so change. Do the thing. All right. Where were we? So clay, I know I can actually put in here because I do have clay storage now. Salt? Is that what that is? Yeah, I don't know what salt does. So, did sifting that gravel get me any more coal? It did. It got me quite a bit, actually. So I'm going to put my Botania stuff away. That's not Botania. That's not. This can go here for now. Mob drops are somewhere right there. Overgrown seed is also Botania. I think that gets me like, it grows into something. Who knows what grows? I can hold on to that. I'm going to put the Lexica Botania away for now. I got Sparks, which just kind of gives you a blockless light source. So those are cool for lighting up areas. I could go ahead and put some diamond upgrades and like all of this on my stuff down here, but I'm going to stick with 2,000 for now. If I've burned through 2,000 cobblestone, we've got way more issues. Right. Then I just need to empty out some more inventory so I can put all of the stuff from here. So that didn't get me a lot of coal, but it got me some. So I think if we turn them into coal blocks, they're obviously going to burn longer. But I mean, how far do I need to go in Botania right now? I don't think there's anything else in Botania that I need other than Mana Steel, which I've got. I need to wait on my Amethyst to bud, hopefully. So let's start working on some sort of power gen. Let's do power gen to end the episode. So I'm going to need some gold and redstone because I need to start processing these ores. That's going to be the big thing. So let me put away what I can. So I'm going to need some gold and redstone. Is it 2 gold and 1 redstone or 1 gold and 2 redstone? I think it's 1 gold and 2 redstone. Yeah, so I need like 2 more of that. So I can do this. That gets me a flux coil. Flux coils. So I need any stone. 2 of any stone. Then I need an iron gear. So I need, I think it's 6 more. So I can do iron gear, and then I can take this and I can make a dynamo. All right, so now that we have our steam dynamo, I need to find a place to actually like do power gen. I'm just gonna put you out for now because I've got no reason for that to keep running. Maybe we can do power gen on the outside of this, but also I could potentially do it under the base. Like I can extend the platform out this way. So I'm going to do that. So I need some more cobble and I need my builder's tool. So once I get this kind of spread out, I'll do power gen underneath my mechanism, my create area. So we'll be right back once that gets built. All right, so I've got my dynamo down here. I've got some pipes running up this way, so I'm gonna put all of my actual machines right here once I start making them, which I actually think I need to raise that up higher. So that's gonna be all of my machines. So let me come down here, and I need to put this into output mode. And then, oh, some lag. And then if I do this, does that pick it up? No, okay, I don't think anything with the crescent hammer picks these up. Alright, so as long as I don't lose any, I'm fine. Okay, so I'm gonna maybe get like a few more dynamos and put them down here once I start collecting some more redstone, which should be soon, because I'm just gonna start outputting this into the sifters upstairs and then funnel them from here to the sifter, from the sifter back into this, and then start filling all of this up again with dust, whatever comes out of the dust, and then eventually I'll do the same with gravel and sand. So we're getting close, guys. I do also need to move this so I can actually start accessing these machines. This will probably also get moved down here, probably along this wall right here, just so it's like tiny and out of the way, and then eventually I'll start pumping lava out, and eventually I'll just get to a point where I can generate like infinite lava without even having to worry about it. I could probably fluid pipe this at this point. Anyway, so I'm gonna also wait for this block of diamond to turn into the amethyst that it's promised me, and we will see what happens in the next episode. So I will see you all later.